Hey folks, and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild, the hunt for gold. Today we are going after the ring-necked pheasant. We have a 20 gauge shotgun. Oh, that's that's a 223 in case we have any coyote problems. We have a 20 gauge shotgun loaded with steel birdshot. We've got highball with us, of course. And I am told, because I looked around, I scouted the map, and I am told that the pheasant is going to be located in the hinterland land between this biome and this biome. They're going to be on the edge. I don't know how much I believe that, but we shall see. We shall see. I thought I would just bring you along for the journey here. Probably should be turning and going. The way it was explained to me is not the mountains and not the desert. That's what I was told. I'll move away from the mountain here and I'll get down into the flat green land that separates the mountain from the desert. And a couple of neat things while reading up on, because I didn't know what class they were. I haven't seen tracks or heard a call from a pheasant yet, and I've been on the map for a little bit now, just tooling around and having fun. You'll be proud of me. I went around and unlocked some of the observation posts, and I didn't get sidetracked. I didn't run off and attack every single animal I saw. I only killed like 6 coyote that just happened to be crossing the road in front of me. So I just, blammo, gave me old 1-2. And then there were some of the, what is funny? If you look at the Wikipedia page for those collared Picari, they have in parentheses, they have javelina next to it. Why they don't just call them javelina, I have no idea. Maybe that's a certain species. Like javelina is like saying dog, like, oh, it's a dog. Oh, that's a dog. Missed. 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 Got it. Missed. It seemed like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like we missed every single one of those shots over its head. Every single one of those was like over. This makes sense. This makes sense. I understand now why they say that this is where you would find the pheasant, because this area here, like, I could see them flapping their little wings and flying out of this area. But anyway, I feel like that's what they mean to say, is that they mean to say that the species you're hunting down here is a very specific type of javelina. Like, there's elk, and there's Roosevelt elk, and there's Rocky Mountain elk, and then there's reindeer, and then there's caribou, like, very specific species you're hunting. So that's good, but I think I'm going to refer to them just as javelina. I have a hard time saying their other name. Picari, I suppose, is how you're supposed to pronounce it, but now where did that thing go? I felt like I had a pretty straightforward shot on it. I don't feel like it was dodging and weaving too crazy, but now I don't seem to be able to find it. Oh, what is that? Not a turkey. Nice. Nice. Oh, look at that. Is that the blood trail for that thing? It is. Okay. Blood trail. Let me come up here and pick up my turkey. Hello, turkey. Hello, turkey. We got you. Oh, we got a heart shot on you. You don't know what you're messing with. What was that? Morning call? Mating call from a mule deer, I see. Alright, alright. Your show, Highball. Your show, girl. Take us to that Mexican bobcat. Which down in Mexico, they just call them bobcats. Man, you guys see that? Shot him on the fly, too, man. Heart shot. I'm a stone cold killer, I tell you. Of birds flying gently past me. Hey, you got a level 1 tracker. Good job, buddy. There's our silver. We don't want to... Would you have been a gold? You would have been a gold if we had managed to shoot you someplace where it actually mattered. Dang it. We need a gold one of these too. Need a gold one of those. Okay, you know what? We haven't given you a little bit of love in a while, so here we go. We'll give you a little pet. We'll give you a little pet. There she is. There's her content. Look at her. She's happy. She's happy. She's finally getting some attention. Yeah, I know. It's a hard life. I know, buddy. I know. Yeah, we're playing. Playing because we're friends. And last but not least, I'm going to give you a treat. There you go. There's a puppy treat. Good job. You don't give them a puppy treat after they find an animal all the time. You do it ever so often. So it's random reinforcement. Random reinforcement is the most addictive type of reinforcement. That's why if you go to the grocery store and your kid wants something and you buy it for them, and then you go to the grocery store and they want something and you don't buy it for them 2 or 3 or 4 times in a row, and then you buy it for them again, that actually is more detrimental to developing an addiction to buying things than if you would just always buy them something, or if you would just never buy them anything. If you just pick one extreme or the other, you'll do better for them. But randomly doing it, randomly saying yes and randomly saying no, not good. Now, if you don't randomly do it, if you tell them, like, because you got a good grade on your report card, we're going to do it, or because you were a good kid when you visited your grandparents' house, that's not quite the same as it being completely random. Kid realizes that there was something they did right, they get rewarded for that action. But anyway, yeah, so I've never seen one of these things before. I like I said, I walked around a ton on this map. I thought they would be in the green area of the map where there was tons of vegetation and water. I didn't even think to look here. So I've never seen one of these things before. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, let me turn around and go north. What I'm trying to say here is that there's a good possibility I'm gonna turn off the recording, pause it, and bring you back when I see one. Green neck pheasant. Well, God bless. How many times do I say it? How many times do I say it? I mean, just as soon as I say, oh, I'm gonna go and turn off the video, I'll bring you back. Just as soon as I do it, oh, here we go. Here's the thing you're looking for. It's almost annoying. Okay, all right, let's calm down here. Bring up the binos. That's a thing there. That looks like a, well, it's just a rock. It looks like a point of interest. Cat found. Yeah. Now, also what I've heard is that these things will fly if you spook them, like that turkey. That's not That's it. That's it. Here we go. Here we go. We have 3 in the chamber. They're going to be inside this wood right here. So we're going to be looking for them to fly. You got to get them to fly, I've heard. You shoot them on the ground, it doesn't count. You got to be a wingman about it. What does the wingman mean? It means you got to shoot them in the air. Push, 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 push. Did they just run on the ground? They just do that too? Did they just run away on the ground, huh? Like that's, they fly or they just run away on the ground. Okay. Clever animal, clever animal. Getting all types of stuff now. Get snorted at. Coyote warning calling us. This is just a rich park. I don't know what this guy's afraid of. There's a place around me that charges $500 a person to go hunt turkey, and they like, it's all guided, right? It's a guided hunt. And with as much stuff as there is down here in this reserve, if this was real life and this guy was like, oh, I don't know if people, oh, that's the Mexican bobcat, that's not the Pickaninny. Where's that trail of the ones we were on? That's bighorn sheep. All right then. Back here, is this him? There it is. There. Okay. Back on the trail. We got warning calls. I thought we were there, but I don't know. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, but this guy's got it. As many animals and stuff that he's got here. Like I don't see how he could go. Just charge people $500 a piece. Because you go hunting with a friend, you do that, so it's never gonna be $500. It's always gonna be $1,000. I forget what it's called, but in business, I don't know. It's what Disney. It's what Disney does. Like they can lower their prices, but they don't because they don't want 1 million people there. What's that? What's that? What's taters, precious? Friggin'. I don't think that's a pheasant. I think that's a pheasant right there. Fly, pheasant, fly. Fly. I get one. I get one. I didn't get a single one. I didn't get a single one. God. Oh, hold on. What's that? What's that? I did. I got one. Get down there, dog. Get down there, dog. Man, that was fun. That's like hunting duck, but not land duck. Oh, land duck. Got one. That thing bled like crazy before it went down, though. It bled like crazy. Where am I at? Wow, I'm really pushing out here. Okay, I see. Uh-huh. Oh, I see him over there. He's down, too. Good, good, good. Hold on, dog. Hold on. We got yelled at here by another flight of these things. Hold on. And that's fun. That was cat. Mexican bobcat. I don't see any more of the pheasants on the ground. I know we got warning called by one. Maybe that was one that was dead, or one that landed over here and was dying. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, all right, all right. Just the male. Oh, he's already gold. He's already gold. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's pretty. He's pretty. And I hear they're delicious animals to eat. $1,500 to taxidermy, $1,100 in cash, $400 to tax. That's the perfect animal there. And his girlfriend up here, if we took one of the girls, his girlfriend up here, she's gonna make up the difference. $800. Wow. The lady of the species. Not a looker. Oh, there's something right there. Hold on. Oh. See you. Oh. Oh, I know that sound. You hear that sound, boy? That is the sound of a angry bobcat. We got in here and we messed with all her pheasants that she eats. She's pissed. He definitely growled at us. Don't growl at me. It just kind of makes me want to hunt you a little bit more. You know what I mean? This her here is very old. You heard her though. You heard her though for a second. For a second, she growled at us. Man, that pheasant hunting, that's fun. That's fun. Like just charging them there at the very end, and then just taking them on the wing. Good stuff. That's good stuff. Man, this is a beautiful little biome here that this has turned into, with the cactuses mixing in with the trees. That's pretty cool, man. Who sleeps in here amongst the cacti? Who does that? White-tailed deer? There was a episode of Meat Eater where they go down to North Mexico and they're hunting white-tailed deer, I believe. And one of the guys, I think his name is Cal, shoots a white-tailed deer and he's skinning it and gutting it and everything. He makes this offhand remark. He's like, you know, you see these animals and you see them living in this environment and you think that they're like in tune with it, you know, that the white-tailed deer don't ever step on a cactus by accident, because if they did, it'd be so painful and like, why would they be here? And he showed that deer that he killed, and sure the deer could have run into a cactus trying to get away from him, or while it was shot or whatever, but he showed how there were these little cacti like things all over his legs, or like he'd been walking through here and just, oh dang, ow. You know, he just didn't realize he was so close to the cactus. I thought that was funny, because you know I had the same take, is that these animals were like super duper in tune with their environment and they didn't accidentally hit cactuses. But you know, now these pheasants here getting down into this is going to be a lot more difficult to shoot them when they go to wing, when they go to flight, than it is where I was at. I really need to find some poop. I need to figure out how old this trail is. Yeah, I felt that she would turn around. Felt that something was going to happen. Is that her? Poop. That's fresh. Good. Fresh is good. Fresh is good. We need it just now, though. And really, honestly, I think the dog should be doing this. I don't think it'd be that big a deal or that far of a stretch to make the dog Alright. Don't do that crap or you're not going to give me the next. Here it is. All the way up there. But the dog ought to be tracking these things. Then the dog would, of course, point when you get so close to it. That way you can just push in the last little bit. Give me the slip. Give me the slip. I feel like she did. Who's this? Coyote. Not her. Whoop. How do you get the steam overlay to close? There we go. I need the hunter's mate though, excuse me. Oh good, the hunter's mate is just, it's turned off. I'm supposed to have that. There we go. Supposed to have that perk that allows me to stay on trail the animal that I'm hunting. Is that her there? Nope. Her there? Yeah. See all that time that we just took there trying to figure this out? Like she's gone. Gone. That's why the dog should be doing it. The dog would be so much. And then you accidentally hit another track that you think is her. Now you've lost it completely. Did you go across the road, maybe? The friggin' desert fox equivalent here. Ugh. Where did she go? Her? Bighorns. This is the last track I have of her, I think. Says she went that way. Then the next thing we hit is a sheep. Sheep. Yeah, I think she gave us a slip. That's what I was saying, is that you get down in here amongst this right here, all these scrubs and stuff, it's going to be much more difficult. Much more difficult to figure out where the pheasants are in that stuff versus somewhere like this. Nice morning called. Perfect. We might get them. We might get them yet. We just got to get in close. It'd be preferable to see them, but I don't need to see them. Just need to get in close and hit a. If I can get them to fly. Like that they put something in for the whistle to do. Now I don't hear them or see them. Man, elusive. Elusive. They're a good hunt. Oh, what's this? What's this? These little bird. I ran right past them. And I had the wrong friggin' gun out. They just land? Did I ran right past them. I think they might have just landed though. Like they went like straight. Oh. The cactus. Look at them. Look at them. I know you probably can't really see them too well, but I'm watching them fly right here in front of me. Are they gonna land again? Oh, I don't know. They might not land. Like the turkeys will land. Man, those are hard to hunt. I think we got super lucky just stumbling upon the first group. I mean, we already got a gold. I just want to try to do it one more time, but that's a little difficult. Especially if you get into all that mess again. Ugh. I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to do that. I like that area. I like that area. I'll go back down there and I'll see what I can find. Should have just taken shots at those. If I should have done. Maybe if I stay on the left-hand side of the road, because I feel like I just flushed out everything on the right-hand side of the road. Maybe if I stay on the left-hand side of the road over here. Go for it. Maybe that'll work. And it's kind of fun, too, because you get to run, because you kind of want to hear them yell at you so that you know where they're at. You just got to temper it a little bit, I suppose. Anything moving? Nothing moving down there. Anything moving over there? I don't want to go down that way because that looks more heavily vegetated. Although that would be kind of neat to get down in there and see what's in the little peninsula. That'd be kind of cool. I would very much like to be out hunting in real life. Unfortunately, the state that I'm in makes it very difficult to bring weapons in or to go hunting. I'll tell you something else too. I've been watching these videos about this hunter harassment. Apparently people have very, very strong opinions about whether you should hunt or not. You know, like just imagine people are like, oh, I go jogging, or I'm a vegan, or I'm this and that. People make fun of me, you know, like like the hunters that I've seen on the YouTube, like what the people do to them, even like fishermen, what the people do to them. Holy moly. Holy moly. There was one woman, as a guy was fishing. He was fishing on a little boat. I mean, not a big boat at all. It was like a one step up from a kayak. It was one step up from like a kayak. I don't know what you'd call it. Not a John boat, but something in between. And he decided to go fishing next to this trail, this jogging trail, and I couldn't tell you where it's at. It looked like Massachusetts or something. But this like trail had like docks and stuff. And it wasn't for people to like sit on. I guess there was like a boat ramp somewhere nearby. And you know how you launch your boat and then you go to the boat, like the little dock, and you bring on your family or all your fishing stuff or your picnic stuff. That way you don't have to have it in the boat when you launch the boat. So I guess it was like one of those setups, but there was like a walking trail next to it or a jogging path. This guy's out there fishing, you know, minding his own business, and this woman, you know, she's jogging or whatever, and she just makes an offhand comment, you know, she's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here fishing this close to the dock. And he was like, what? He was like, yeah, it's illegal. You're not supposed to be here fishing so close to the dock. Like, I could call the cops on you, but I'm not going to because you're going to leave. And the guy was like, I'm not leaving. And she was like, well, I'm going to call the cops in. He was like, go ahead. And he kept fishing. And she kept like yelling at him and talking to him and stuff. And then she was like throwing stuff into the water. Like wherever he would throw his line, she would like throw rocks into the water. And for some reason, the guy caught a fish. Like he threw his lure in and she threw a rock in and he got a strike. And he pulled in a fish right in front of her eyes. And she jumped in the water to get to him. She jumped. I kid you not, man. Those are sheep? Yeah. He goes to 4. What was that? Just honked at me. Oh, we actually can take that. Oh, it must have been a deer. I forget that deer are down here. I could take that shot with a little 223. There's a rabbit. But she jumps in the water. She, no joke. She jumps in the water. And I don't know if she's trying to get to the fish or if she's trying to get to the man's little boat. I don't know what her end game was, but I stopped watching the video after that. I couldn't. I don't know if I've ever disliked somebody so much as a dude. Look at them. Look at them. Like, they have great hair. Oh, what's that? Are you a straggler? You're a straggler. Get hit. Yes. Gotcha. Two hit. Oh, what are you? Bunny rabbit? Oh, Mexican bobcat. Gotcha. And look at all the stuff that comes out of there. That's what I was saying. Like, getting down to that little... Look, there's more stuff. Oh, he's running. He knows. He knows. Another Mexican bobcat there. Two white ones and an orange one. Where's the one? Let me make sure we kill it. There's a pheasant flying in front of us. Got her. Completely. We're dry. That's funny. Yeah, that's we tagged that sheep twice, that bobcat twice, and one bobcat once. I think we have 3 animals here. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's neat. And that's what I like, is being able to see the animal from far away and being able to take really good shots. Like, you fire the first shot and then you redo your second shot based on how the first shot landed. Like, that's fun to me. Mexican bobcat, or is that a coyote? Mexican bobcat. There's a bunny rabbit trying to get back to where it belongs. God. I think I got him on that first hit too. I just, a little overboard. Anyway, that lady, I turned it off, but yeah. And then there was other guys who were hunting ducks, and the guy goes down to his dock and like turns on this power drill and just holds down the trigger. All he does, he just holds down the trigger. He's not drilling anything. He's not sanding anything. He just gets a power tool, plugs it into his dock across from where these guys are hunting duck, and just, so weird. Like, I get it, like you pay for land and all of a sudden some ducks start popping up on it. You're like, oh, that's so cute. We have ducks here, and every year the ducks come over and we get to watch them, and then someone comes in there and blows them out of the sky with a shotgun. You're like, well, I don't know, man. You gotta leave people's property alone. What's that? I'd hate to shoot it with a shotgun and it not be something that needs to be shot with a shotgun. If it was a bunny rabbit, I'd hate to miss it. Yeah, it's a weird situation. I have a neighbor who I don't like her. I chopped down a tree on my property, and I was letting the tree set for like 2-3 months so that I could chop it into firewood. And she called code enforcement on me. The code enforcement comes out and is like, yeah, you can't let a tree sit like that. And I was like, show me the code. He's like, what? And I was like, show me the code. Like, I need to read what it says just so I have a good idea about, like what my responsibilities here are, like what I should do. And she was like, well, it could create an environment for rats. I was like, okay, so show me that code. Oh, is this our ring-tailed pheasant? I'm not quite sure what's going on. I told him to track, and he's tracking prey, which means that something survived. One of those animals survived. I'm gonna go here after the pheasants, but don't worry, I'll come back to this little area here and I'll investigate more. the long story short, the code enforcement girl, she really couldn't show me a single code that I was violating by letting the log stay there. So I didn't really do anything about it for a week. And then she came out again and she was like, hey, your neighbor really doesn't like that tree laying there. And I was like, well, that really sucks for my neighbor because I don't really, like, I don't have the money right now to pay someone to cart it off. That's another reason why it's laying there. And I was like, and also I want it for firewood. You know, like it's my land. That's what I want to do with it. I want to use it for firewood. Long story short, we got it. I'm so happy you didn't hit me. Thank you. Oh. I would have shot you right in the friggin' face if you hit me. Hey, boyos. I don't know. I'm going after the pheasants that are down here. I don't know why you guys are deciding to turn around and run back up this way. That's funny though. There's more of them. Look at all of them coming up over there. Holy guacamole. Are they gonna come on the same path? If they're gonna come on the same path, maybe I can get a slug out real quick. Where's my tent? 7? Oh, I hit 7. Right behind me. I've not done it quick enough. I can hear them. Oh. I hear a kitty cat though. There they go. Man, if I was just a little bit quicker. Alright. I'm ready now. So anyway, you know, a month or two passed and I finally got someone to come out there and cut it up, or take away the limbs. Really, it was the limbs, and then I cut up the trunk for firewood like I wanted to. But you know, she made the point to come over there one day and she was like, hey, the view from my back porch is really ugly because of your house. I was like, what? He said, yeah, when I sit on my back porch, which I do a lot, the view is ugly because of your house. And I was like, well, sorry about that. And she pointed out that she was like, I own these trees here. I planted these trees. The previous owner gave me permission to plant these trees here on this side of the fence. And I was like, yeah, I'm cutting those trees down. She's like, no, you can't. I own them. I'm like, nah, they're on my property. When I bought the property, I own everything that's on the property. Everything. And she was like, oh, well, I own that property too. Like when I built the fence, I built the fence like 3 feet inside my property line. And like those trees are on my property. And I was like, yeah, typically when you get a fence company to come out and you build a fence, they do 3 inches. They find out where your property line is, and they do 3 inches from that property line, and then they build the fence on your side, and you lose that 3 inches to your neighbor. It's just kind of how fencing is done. But no, those are mine. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then we had this pallet laying against the side of the house. I wanted to hold on to the pallet because you never know when you're going to need the wood or need. Oh. Miss it in front of it. She's landing. Yeah. Goes to flight. That bird is amazing. Oh no, it's dead. Okay. I thought it was it just outmaneuvered me that often. No, she got pretty. Well, not the girls, but you know. God, the girls, they look ugly. The boys actually kind of look a little ugly there, the top of their head, like they're bald, but I can put up with it because of their colors. Ladies, though, they're not bringing a lot to the table. They need to have this pallet that was laying up the inside of the house. I noticed it got moved. It got moved to the fence where you couldn't see it from her patio. And I was like, oh, I guess my wife did that, I guess. She moved it out of the way because my wife, I think, sympathizes with her. And that's my wife. I was like, hey, did you move that? She's like, no. I was like, okay. I think that she walked over onto my property and like picked that up and moved it so it wouldn't be in her way. And it's just, I could never, like people who harass hunters or fishermen, like the people in those videos, I could never ever do that. Like I could never look at a situation and say, I don't pay any tax on that property. I didn't help buy it. I have no stake whatsoever in its daily running. I don't help with the chores. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to move stuff, or I'm going to tell people what to do because it makes me uncomfortable. Like I can never, but there are people in the world who are like that. Like there are people in the world who are straight up like 100%. They don't care. I was at Napa Valley a couple of days ago and these ladies were walking across the road in front of me. So I stopped the car and I let them, cross the road. But instead of crossing the road, like they looked up at me, and I'm not going to go into too many details about who they were, but I think when they saw who I was, they were like, oh, okay, well, we're going to walk down the road. So three of them, like they got into a line, started walking toward my car so that I couldn't like move. I couldn't drive down the road that they were on because they were in front of it. Then one of them on the side makes it a point to walk into the middle of the road next to her friend and pull her phone out, and she wants to take a picture. And she looks at me and she waves my hand, like she waves her hand, like, get out of my way, I want to take a picture of what's behind you. But they're in the road. So I just kind of stopped there. And I didn't move, and I just looked at them and was like, you are in the road. If you would like for me to get out of the way, you're going to have to move out of the road, let me drive down the road, and then you can get back in the middle of the road and you can take a picture, But she just was standing there, and it was uncomfortable for like a minute. And then finally her friend was like, oh, he's not gonna move. He's not. And I almost wrote on the window, I was like, where should I move? Like, explain to me where I should drive the car. I'm not going to just drive it off the side of the road. Like, that's crazy. They moved off the side. It's just, I don't know. Weird people, man. Those goats are back over there. Oh, those are deer. I gotta try to find. Oh, come bobcat. That's not appropriate. I should not have shot her with bird shot. But she was coming right for me and I was scared. Beautiful fur though. Beautiful fur. Beautiful. I like the white. I really like how they're so different in color. Like they haven't been established. It almost seems like they haven't been established where they're like their color is like, hold on here. What's wrong? What's wrong? What are we doing? How are we running in circles? Buckshot. Just in case we run across that situation again. You're supposed to be tracking an animal. There's blood over there. Can you track that animal for me? I'm also having a hard time. There we go. Better. Maybe because I ran off after that bobcat. It screwed with her or something. Yeah, we shot at this. Hopefully, this is going to be the trail for the prey. Man, did we hit all these animals and then just not be able to kill any of them? That's not how bullets work. What? Oh, yeah. I forget he makes that little sound when you tell him to heal. Anyway, folks, I think it's been a long enough video here. We'll end it here going up to this question mark, and then that'll be we'll look out over the landscape. It's a pretty interesting video. I like hunting the little the pheasants. That's fun. It's a little aggravating. Oh, it's actually a house. Nice. That's a great way to end it too, because I am sans ammo on the 223. Bunny rabbit over there with its supersonic hearing, letting me know from a mile away that it's afraid. Perfect. All right, happy with that. Happy with that. I've been a little bit faster on the draw. I tell you, I should start carrying a pistol in this area. You know what I mean? Like a pistol and a shotgun if I'm going to do the pheasant hunting. That's what I would recommend. Take a pistol with you, the 357, right? The flat nose, I think is what it's called. And then take the shotgun with you. And when you're in a situation like that where you have the bobcat or the sheep running past you, just take them with a pistol. That's the one thing that this game doesn't really promote is the pistol. Like the javelinas, I guess you could take with a pistol, but you have to get in close. Just difficult to find an animal that you can take with a pistol. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a warning call from a pheasant. It's tempting me to get back out there and try again. Well, that'll be another video. All right, folks, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.